Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hey, we're making sorghum molasses today. We're going to be cooking on this evaporator pan here behind me. Right now we're grinding the cane up there, and I'll show you a little bit of it up close and in detail, and I'll also show you a little bit of the stripping process. Our cane got down real bad. We had a windstorm about 5 days before we were going to start cutting, and it got down real bad, and it's flat on the ground and it's broke all to pieces, and we're just not going to get as much as what we thought we were going to get. But we got a good load there. We're grinding it up. So this is our pan set up. It's a 9.5 foot stainless evaporator pan. The juice will be running in to right here, and of course as it cooks it'll come make its way to the far end, and it'll come out in the finished product right here. We're going to be cooking with propane. I've got 4 cookers or heaters underneath in here. I've got 3 200,000 BTU heaters, and I've got a little small one about 20,000 up here on this end, which we don't need as much heat on this end right here, but that's what we're going to try. I haven't used gas before. This is a new setup for me, and we've always done it with wood, but we're going to try this. We did try it with water on the pan, and it cooked great. But guys, I've got to clean the pan. I'm gonna go over it one more time, wipe it down, and I'm fixing to start running the juice in it, and hopefully we'll get to cooking here shortly. Well, we got the juice running in here. It's running kind of slow, but that'll be all right. We'll get it here. While we're filling the pan up, let's go up here and look at this grinding system. All right, so our meal is a number E. I know that sounds odd because E's not a number, but that's how they size these things. It's a number E, and we've got a gear on the top of it off an old International baler, as well as the drive gear that's hooked to a rear end, a 1-ton rear end, running off PTO. So as the juice comes out here, we're filtering it through this burlap, and it's going in the juice bowl.
Made by after about 4. It was still wasn't enough. I need to go to this place. When I started out, you go. But when I wound up, I was doing this.
So we're about there.
The best one.
The light's a little bit, yeah, still a little green. As this cooks down and gets completely into the sorghum, you'll see the bubbles turn brown and the skimmings will turn whiter. So we're close on these 3 bars. You can see the bigger bubbles. We'll also get to popping bigger bubbles as it thickens up. We've had a challenging morning. We didn't have enough heat. The gas will work, just not with my setup. It's not working real good. So I need to make some tweaks and changes.
You good?
We'll be pulling some off in just a minute, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. So we ain't even gonna make 5 gallons.
No.
Be all right.
This crew right here can eat 5 gallons of sorghum. We're all right.
Alright, what I look for is how to stream off there. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see it sticking up, which it's hot, so it's going to be a little thinner hot. And this may be a little bit thin, but if you look right over here, it's trying to scorch a little bit on the edge. So I'm going to pull some off here in just a minute. I'll let that settle down, get the skimmings off of it, and then we'll pull the bar. We've been just about well off. Just a straight pan and just put the whole thing in one pan. Anyway, just all right, I'm going to open the valve right here, and this is going to be the first. It's going to be a little dark, and I was expecting it to be a little bit dark off this ground.
All of it?
To give it on.
Get on the thumb.
sorghum with?
It is, but
Huh?
yes, it is.
That can be nice. Look. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, Hoss. We're gonna have to switch pans or do something for you.
Right. Yeah, I got 3 bars I need to hold. This ship will take me.
That's a cool stick. Oh, those two are cool too.
We got the hot water at the house. Huh?
Oh, those are cool.
We're pretty close to the end of what juice we've got, and we put this rag in here, call that a possum. Everything behind that is water, and we're pushing the rest of the juice up here to the end, where it'll be the final cooking. So we got about 4 more bars to go is about all we've got. But there you go, folks. That's our finished product right there. 100% pure sorghum molasses. I know that because it says it right there on our tag. But no, seriously, it is 100% pure. And for those out there that are used to and have experience with sorghum, you may notice that this is a little bit darker than some sorghum turns out. And I always believe that the color depends greatly on the ground and where it's raised. And that always tried to find a sandy type ground that would, sandy rocky ground, and it would make a brighter color on the molasses. This ground here we grew this on is really heavy clay, and I expected it to be a little dark. I said so in the video earlier. If you heard me, you know, when we was pulling it off the pan, I was expecting it to be a little bit of a darker color because of the ground it was grew on. But hey, don't let the color fool you. This stuff is good. It is really good. It's really smooth, really sweet. I got them a little thick, but other than that, it is really, really good, and really pleased with the way it turned out. So it was kind of a experimental process this time, trying to cook with the gas. I never have done that before. I found out some things that we did right. I found out some things that we can improve on. And we had to do some tweaking along the way while we were cooking this time with the placement of our burners and so forth. But it done well, and I think we can cook this way. But I'm gonna make some adjustments before next year. One thing is I didn't have enough juice on the finish end of the pan. I had too much tilt on my pan. I need to adjust the furnace to accommodate that. And I've got my burners a little bit too close to the pan. I need to drop the floor in the furnace and get the burners a little bit further away. And I think we'll be in good shape. It done well. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm sorry if I didn't get a lot of footage of us cooking, but at the time that we was cooking, if you've ever been around the pan, it's all hands on deck, and we were busy, and like I said, it was experimental to a point, and we just had to be there and taking care of things. But guys, I sure appreciate you being here. I appreciate you hanging around and watching the video, and these are pretty good right here. And if you've never tried them, get you some. I'm sorry, but I don't have any left. It's all gone. We didn't make a lot, but get you some sorghum, see what you think of it. And hopefully this video will give you a little bit of an understanding on how it's made. It's not exactly old school. You know, we've using a little bit more modern methods than what they have at times in the past, but we're still using the old equipment and cooking it the same way. And it's an old practice, but it works. So guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And as always, we'll see you next time.